We are living in the last age. Now, do you think that the British army defeating the Turkish army, the Ottoman Islamic Empire army in 1917 and liberating the Holy Land, and Lord Kitchener entering Jerusalem and declaring, "Today the Crusades are over." Do you think this happened by chance? Is it? And then Britain ruling over the Holy Land from 1918 to 1948. This was by chance. It could have been France, it could have been Germany, it could have been China. But by chance, is it? And then the Jews being brought back to the Holy Land to reclaim it as their own 2,000 years after Allah had expelled them. Is this by chance? Is this by chance? And then a state of Israel being born in the Holy Land in 1948. Is this by chance? All of these things. And then that Israel being protected with American vetoes in the Security Council, one after the other. Veto. So that Israel can grow in power, stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger, to become a nuclear power and a thermonuclear power. Is this by chance? And that Israel becoming so strong and so powerful now that it is about to take over from the United States as the ruling state of the world. Is this by chance? If all of these things can happen by chance, well then a cow can also jump over the moon. Well, if it is not happening by chance, I want to know, what is the explanation? Because it doesn't seem to me as these things are happening by chance. What is the explanation? The explanation is that you are living in the last age. That is the explanation. The explanation is that you are living in the age in which the alamat as-sa'ah, the signs of the last day, are unfolding in the world. And when the signs of the last day are unfolding in the world, you need to study that subject of the signs of the last day. Otherwise, you're going to have to go back home and tell your wife, "You know, the cow jumped over the moon tonight." She's going to laugh at you. When you study the signs of the last day, you remember the companions were sitting talking amongst themselves. The Prophet ﷺ came and asked, "What are you talking about?" And they said, "We're talking about the signs of the last day." And he said the last day would not come until, and he mentioned 10 signs, and if you don't mind, very rapidly, 10, these are the 10 major signs. Number 1, and they are not given in the chronological sequence in which they will occur. No. Number 1, Dajjal. Number 2, Gog and Magog, Ya'juj and Ma'juj. Number 1, Dajjal. Number 2, Gog and Magog, Ya'juj and Ma'juj. Number 3, the return of the Son of Mary, the true Messiah. Number 4, Dukhan, smoke. Number 5, Dabbatul Ard, the beast or the creature of the earth, the land, the territory. Number 6, that the sun would rise from the west. Number 7, 8 and 9, 3, khusuf, plural of khas, the earth an earthquake accompanied with the earth sinking down. And when it sinks down, it swallows what it swallows. Incidentally, this is not Imran Hussain who is saying these things. This is the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because some people get their idea. It's coming from me. I don't know. Strange. 3 khusuf, plural of khas. An earthquake in which the earth sinks down and swallows what it swallows. One in the east, one in the west, and one in Arabia. And that one in Arabia, we know, would come at the time of the advent of Imam al-Mahdi. So when it occurs, no one can doubt this is Imam al-Mahdi, not the 2 eclipses, this one. And number 10, that a fire would come out of Yemen, and that fire would drive people to their place of assembly, which is Arafat. So that, let's wait for that. These are the 10 major signs of the last day. This is knowledge which was communicated to the Prophet ﷺ directly from Allah. He didn't learn this from any school. He didn't read this in any book. Allah gave it to him directly. And so knowledge comes from Allah directly. And the signs of the last day would be knowledge which comes directly from Allah. And amongst these signs, the Quran tells us that one in particular is the key to the understanding of the whole subject. Which one? Surah Al-Zukhruf. وَإِنَّهُ لَعِلْمٌ لِلسَّاعَةِ Yani, he, Nabi Isa alayhi salam, Yani, the return of Nabi Isa alayhi salam is the key to understand the entire subject. It's going to be interesting tomorrow night at the University of Cape Town. Very interesting. Because I want to hear what the Christians have to say on the subject. As the Christians present may probably be very interested to hear what the Muslims have to say on the subject. So tomorrow night is not going to be a debate to see who will win. Tomorrow night, we want to hear what we're saying. They want to hear what we are saying. The subject of the signs of the last day is therefore knowledge which is communicated directly from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is the last age because the key to the understanding of the whole subject is the return of the true Messiah. And Nabi Isa alayhi salam told us that before the true Messiah can return, Allah will release into the world a false Messiah, Al-Masih al-Dajjal. He has to rule the world, and he has to do it from Jerusalem. Because Nabi Isa alayhi salam, when he comes back, that's what he's going to do. So when you see, and to rule the world from Jerusalem, he has to have a state of Israel to convince the Jews that he is indeed the Messiah. So when you see the Holy Land liberated by a British army, and then you see Britain taking control of the Holy Land, allowing the Jews to return, and then you see a state of Israel being born in the Holy Land, and then you see that Israel growing day by day to become more and more powerful, and then tomorrow you see that Israel take over from the United States as the ruling state in the world. You know that the time is close when he's going to come forward, ruling the world from Jerusalem, and declaring, I